Hey guys, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. As you probably heard, I lowered the volume of the intro segment. I don't think that really did much, though. It still sounds pretty loud, considering. Okay, so, Chapter 20. That's what we're doing today. In the info conversations, you can actually get a character. You get this girl named Khalil. Khalil is a sage. She specializes in fire magic, I believe. And since he's sorry about that. Since she is a sage, she can either have staves or knives. And Khalil personally actually wields a knife instead of a staff, so yeah, she's a knife sage, I guess you could call her. Although fire sage is the technical classification. As a character, I don't know. I don't think, personally, she's that good. Mostly because Soren completely outclasses her in every way possible. And you even get a character later on that's even better than Khalil as well. So, she's not really that good at this point. And I think Ileana and maybe even Tormod can become better than she is as well. I don't know for sure. I haven't really experimented much with the mages of this game. I've really only experienced with Soren and Ileana. I haven't really tried any of the other ones. I think it's because Tormod comes way too late in the game at too low of a level. And then Khalil, I don't know, she just seems a little too high in terms of her level right now. Or actually, she might be right on track. I don't know for sure, but again, I'm not a big fan of Khalil. Personally, I think there's just better choices. But you do get her, and if you want, you can take the weapons that she's carrying currently. So, yeah, feel free to do that. And right here, the other info conversation is with Rhys. I went ahead and showed it just because I do plan on using Rhys a little bit, since he is going to be one of my support units in some of the battles later on. I'm not going to take him into this battle, though. Not because the info conversation kind of hints that he should stay out of the battle or anything, not because of that, but just because I didn't really need a Heron for this battle. This battle, personally, I don't think it's that hard. I believe I said it was one of the shorter chapters in the game last video, and I was actually wrong. This chapter is kind of long, considering when you compare it to other chapters at the very beginning of the game. It's definitely longer than that, and it's kind of shorter than some of these current chapters, but it's not the shortest by any means. It's just a lot longer than I thought it was. A lot of enemy reinforcements to deal with, and it's kind of hard to move forward when you have so many obstacles ahead, especially with some units having weakness and other units not having weakness. I'm also showing Rolf and Rhys' A support. Wow, I just realized that this is the first A support I've gotten in the game. Yeah, Rhys and Rolf max their A support pretty quickly. Either that, or I haven't really been using my other units very much, so that's probably another reason why. Because, yeah, keep in mind, I've had Oscar and Boyd for the entire game, and they haven't learned their A support yet because I've kind of neglected them in some of the more recent battles due to their high level. But I'm going to start using them a little more since I can kind of get away with it right now. Okay, so getting back to this chapter, I do have something I need to say very quickly. There is going to be some footage cut out in between this chapter. There's going to be about 3 minutes of footage being cut out. The reason for this is because while I was recording, I was stupid enough to leave Skype on. Skype is the voice chat program I use with some of my friends. I forgot to turn that off, so it lagged the recording for a very long time. Like, I got like 30 seconds worth of work done in like 4 minutes. So I just figured I'm going to go ahead and just cut that footage because it lagged the hell out of my computer, and it really affected the recording session for me. I don't think there was any like technical damage per se. Like, if I did have the footage on here, like, I don't think it would have looked the same. I think the recording still would have recorded normally or something. But when I added all the footage I had together at the end of recording, I had about like 56 minutes. And that means that no matter what, I'd have to do 6 videos. And I don't think it was worth it to make 6 videos for this one chapter. Especially if one of the videos is only going to be about like 1 minute in length. So I went ahead and just decided, you know what, I'm just going to cut the footage that was lagging, and then I'll just be back to normal. Okay, back to the game's storyline. We are in a very backwater place. This battlefield we're getting ready to go on to is called Talrega. And Talrega is located right next to a giant river that has floodgates. And one of the strategies that the Dayan army is starting to use right here is they use the floodgates as a way to make the terrain for this level very, very harsh. Now, there aren't going to be any negative terrain boosts or anything. Like, still going to get the normal movement rate and everything, but their strategy was basically to flood us out and wipe us out. So what we need to do is we need to reach the floodgates before the river floods us over. Now, we have 15 turns to arrive at the blue space the enemy boss is standing on. Now, this is a very, very short level, so if you had a really good flying unit, you could just send that unit in and take the arrive spot all by yourself. But since that is not how I play Fire Emblem games, and because our only good flying unit, well, I guess Tanith is good, but I really don't feel like using Tanith. But anyways, since I really don't want to use a flying unit, especially Jill, because if Jill talks to her father, or if she gets into battle with her father, she'll actually defect from our army. I think this is the one time in Fire Emblem history does this happen. Now, there are a few units in other games, like I think there was a unit in Fire Emblem Sacred Stones that was on your army at one point and then defected, but you really didn't use that unit enough to really call it an important unit, I guess you could say. In this game, if you immediately use Jill against her father, she'll defect, and if you want to complete the chapter and she defects, she's probably going to have to die. Even if she doesn't, like, I don't think she'll rejoin you or anything. So, you want to be very, very careful about using Jill. So if you want to use her, you can. Just don't put her into contact with her father. Just keep her out of range. Keep her to the sides. Keep her defending the bottom area. Do whatever you want. But do not put her into contact with your father, because not only will you lose Jill, but you'll also lose her to the point where you can't use her to recruit another character in another chapter coming up. And that character's a pretty good character too, considering. Some of you probably already can guess who it is based on storyline elements, but yeah, just try to keep Jill away from her father. And I decided not to use her in this battle because you don't really get that many units in this battle. You only get like 11, I think. Yeah, and of course you have to take Ike no matter what, so you can really only add 10 units to this battle. So I decided to take out a few of my units. I went ahead and just left Rhys out as well. And since Nephany has been gaining a lot of experience lately, along with Jill, I thought I'd give him a little break since they've kind of been stealing a lot of kills. And I want some of my other units to catch up a little bit, especially Gotri and Oscar and Boyd, because I haven't really been using them very much. And I also brought Kieran back because I didn't have him in the last chapter either. But that's the whole thing, I guess. That's all I really wanted to say. So once again, yes, I'm going to cut out some footage. I'm not going to be using Jill, Nephany, or Rayson, and that's basically it. Not really that much to talk about since this chapter is pretty straightforward. Just be careful when you're moving your units and just take care you don't do something stupid. Although I guess not doing something stupid is the key to winning the Fire Emblem game. Speaking of which, I want to put emphasis on this one last time. I am not doing a Let's Play of Radiant Dawn. I am not doing a Let's Play of Radiant Dawn. I am not doing a Let's Play of Radiant Dawn. I am not doing a Let's Play of Radiant Dawn. And I'm not doing a Let's Play of Radiant Dawn. I'm really tired of people asking me that because I've said that, like, I don't know, 8 times now. Radiant Dawn is just too long. And this game is long as it is. I'm at 81 videos right now. And I still have, like, 8 or 9 chapters left. So this project is going to be pretty long. I really do not want to make another project that's more than 100 videos. Unless I'm that dedicated to doing it. And I am not... I am not dedicated to doing Radiant Dawn. So one last time, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to end the video. Okay everybody, this has been SlimKirby. I'll see you in the next video, and I'm not playing Radiant Dawn.